I think you'll be surprised with just how high quality these new action figures are from Kickstarter. They are just so fun to pose and feel so good in hand. Let's open them up, check them out, and of course do some toy photography. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love discovering new action figures about like stuff I've never heard of and just completely new things to me. You know, I love the Spider-Mans and the Star Wars and the corporate IP, but like there's something super special about action figures that are created for people that are collectors, by collectors, not from some corporate, you know, mandate or something like that. You know what I mean? Like these types of action figures are so cool, and you know that they're gonna be solid figures because they're specifically made for this reason and for people like us to love and enjoy. And that's exactly what I've got right here. These two are fresh out of a very successful Kickstarter, The Legend of the Ramayan, which is an Indian epic, which is actually like a really big deal over in India. Something I've never actually heard of before, but it's something that's kind of ingrained into everyone's life growing up in India. And I just think that this is so cool. And I'm looking at these characters and I'm like, these guys are badass. Like, I want to know more about this. And the way I'm gonna do that is by, I don't know, loving some new action figures. And these are painted and sculpted by the people from Four Horsemen Studios, so you know they're gonna be good. They just look so good. And I've also got an accessory pack right here. So, like, man, I'm pretty pumped for these. So, Wave 1 of Legend of the Ramayan on Kickstarter was a huge success, and Wave 2 is now up right now, and it's at 50% of their goal right now. So, hopefully, if you think these figures are so cool, you'll be into them enough to go and pre-order and back the new Wave 2 for these figures. And if you want these ones as well, you can order them on the Kickstarter also. And I have all of that information linked in the description. And I do want to also mention, too, that the wonderful people from Hierophant Entertainment did send these figures over to me and sponsored this video. But I am absolutely excited. I'm so happy they reached out to me. These guys look so cool. And to be honest, I would have never heard of them if they didn't reach out to me. So freaking cool. So if you're interested in the Kickstarter, it's all linked in the description. There's a whole bunch more figures out there, other characters, more characters, accessories, stretch goals, and even comic books if you want to really get into the lore of these two characters. So the price of both of these figures are like 55 bucks each, which makes me believe like, man, these are either like really high priced or overpriced figures, or these just might be sick figures and they're just, you know, really premium awesome figures. And if I know anything about, you know, stuff from Mythic Legions, Four Horsemen Studios, these guys are gonna be good. And they're big boys too. These boxes are pretty big, but these figures inside are large. They're large boys. They definitely are. So here are the figures, but first, we of course need to add on some tails. Welcome back to putting tails on action figures, where we stick them up, their little, you know, put their tails on. You know, that's what we do on here. Oh, God, yes, I'm so... Man, these are actually really cool. That's so long, but you can bend these tails. Anyway, let me actually put these on. There it goes. Tails are on. And, oh, they're so bendy. That looks so cool. Wow, that's gonna make a really cool difference, I think, when posing those guys. Those tails are huge. Well, anyway, so here are the actual figures themselves, and I think the best way to describe them is just like quality. These are just quality made figures. And one thing that's also really cool about when you're getting figures that don't have these big IP, like, you know, Spider-Man, Batman, whatever, they don't have to worry about any licensing, whatever. All that money that would be spent on those licensing fees can just be put into the quality of the figure. And they just feel so good. There's just a crazy amount of detail from head to toe. Like I was talking about, these tails look so cool like this. They look so cool when they're posed. Even this has a little bit of articulation to it. Like, that's crazy to me. Every little piece is its own separate little thing, you know, just like, look at all this. It's just really beautiful. You can absolutely tell that there was love and passion put into every little thing, and that's why these exist. This guy is almost like a little bit of a lion kind of ape guy. And then him, I didn't read up. I did not read up, gonna be frank, but he seems like the hero of the story here. And I'm definitely liking him a lot more. And the feet are so good and they're big, so there's no problem standing them up, you know, it's just like, So if you're used to the Mythic Legions line or any of them, your expectations will be high, and I think they will definitely be met. Absolutely. So, Hanuman over here does come with a pretty decent amount of accessories. And first of all, just like a crap load of hands, like so many hands. You've got just about everything you need. You've got open hands, fists, very flat karate chop hands, you got relaxed hands, you got them all. Of course, including the ones he's got on his hands right there, which is really quite fantastic. And he comes with this mace, which is actually his gada, which is a pretty beautifully sculpted thing. It's got some weight to it. He also comes with a crown, this beautiful crown. Actually, it is quite beautiful, and it goes on his head quite nicely, and it stays on. So it actually works. I was thinking I would have to pop something off of his head, but it actually goes on quite nicely as is, and it looks really good. I think I'm gonna keep that on him. I like that. And it also comes with an extra face right here, which is a little bit more intense, maybe angry a little bit. And he comes with separate hair, which I think is something that will make it look like it's flowing in the wind, kind of. So I think that's kind of sick. And when you have it in, it looks good. It's really beautifully sculpted. There's no like time wasted on any of this. It's all looking fantastic. Then Volley over here comes with a lot of the same stuff. So he's got the gada as well. He comes with one too. So you got a couple of these guys right here, and the same set of hands, ton of them right there. Really, really great. The main thing that he comes with that's different is the face sculpt. He's got this very intense face sculpt with, a nice little goatee on there too. So, and that looks good too when you switch it out. So getting into articulation here, they've got like 35 points of articulation. Yeah, 35 points. There's one thing about this figure that's like, oh my God, why don't all figures do this? And I absolutely love it. Look at this. Are you ready for this? See the head? Look at that. Look how high that can go up. It specifically has this little spaced out joint in the back of the neck, so you can stick it all the way up, and that's what the hair is for. So this figure is like a flying guy. He flies. Hanuman is a flyer. Like, he can fly in a better pose than any other figure. Even better than like any Superman figure. I don't know, just like the fact that he can look all the way up like that is freaking incredible. So freaking incredible. And I'm so impressed with that. They thought about that and they did it because it's true to the character, and I love that. So he's got a pretty decent T-pose. He's almost got a full T-pose. It's like close enough. He's like barely there. They click nicely when you move it. I don't know if you can hear that. But it feels good. They're not ratchet joints, but it feels really good. And you've got just about a 90-degree angle. Like exactly a 90-degree angle in the elbow. Very, very nice. There's not a whole lot of crunch going forward, but you can go backwards pretty nicely. Legs are very nice. You've got a whole split like that. That's fantastic. You can get all the way up. Like, that is really great. So fantastic. Knees are double jointed, and they so easily get all the way back there. And ankles, so much movement in the ankles. So I think if you are looking to pose these guys, I think you're gonna be getting a lot of different, very, very natural looking poses. It's not like a Mafex or a Spider-Man, a Yamaguchi, whatever, but I think you're gonna be looking at Mythic Legions or better as far as articulation. So let's see what's up with this accessory pack. The accessory pack is also up on the Kickstarter too. You can grab that right under the, back this project button. And this one's 25 bucks, which really isn't that bad. The box is pretty humongous. So I'm excited to see what the heck is in here. So first we've got this thing, and I'm not gonna lie, this thing is freaking wild. Like, look at this. This is like a giant mound of tail, just straight up tail. You can just connect to have him sit on it, so he has this giant mound of tail. There's a picture of it in the comic too, which is really cool, so you can kind of just reenact that. And then this right here is a new garment for him, so he can wear that while he's sitting, because it's not really possible for you to use this with the current garment he has on. And then this right here is literally a mountain. So in the comic also, he like completely carries away an entire mountain and flies away with it, which is pretty sweet, not gonna lie. So you can also reenact that as well, and it's pretty awesome. It's the most random accessories I've ever seen in my whole life, but it's pretty awesome. But look who decided to show up. What do you think about these, huh? What do you think about these guys, buddy? Think they're cool? Okay. So these guys are pretty big. Let's see how big exactly. I would say They're almost 8 inches? Yeah, almost 8. Maybe like right on the cusp. So let's compare. This is a Mythic Legions. This is an older skeleton, and this is kind of a smaller guy. Like, there's definitely some bigger Legions that will match up with them, but these are just big dudes in general. I think they scale perfectly. These are just tall guys. They're just very, very tall. This is a McFarlane. This is the Doomslayer from a while back. He's a little bit smaller. I still think the McFarlane scale is a little bit smaller in general. I think they're just bigger. Here he is compared to a NECA figure. They almost kind of scale with NECA, actually. This is a Hasbro representative right here. This is the Indiana Jones Adventure Series. So this is the same as like a Marvel Legends, a Black Series. This will be the same kind of scale if you're comparing those. So much, much smaller than a normal Hasbro. Yeah. Okay, what is the final verdict with these guys? What are we giving them? Are we giving them a W or an L? I think they're easy W's. I think these are just high quality, really cool, just well done, passionately made figures. They're just great action figures. Yeah, you might not be familiar with the subject matter. I definitely wasn't. Maybe you are, I don't know. But I think they're super cool. I think they're just really well-made figures. If you're a collector of Mythic Legions or even those like Sparrow toys, Animals of the Kingdom, oh, that was a good one, buddy. If you're a collector of any of those, these will fit right in. They'll be so perfect, and I really highly recommend them if you are. Like, I feel like if you are, you're probably already familiar with these guys. And back these figures, they're cool, and they're decently priced for what you're getting. Yeah, 55 bucks, it's a decent amount of money, period, but I think you're getting a good quality thing. And there's more stuff coming out too if you want to build up your collection. So I'm going to give these a W for sure. 100% a W. Let me know what you think. Do you have these guys? Did you back them? I'm really, really curious. Let me know, W or L. So these two guys definitely need to have some type of battle going on. We need some type of fight between these two guys. And I think People's Island will be a good place, Venom. So I think I'm going to bring these two guys and set something up there and take a really fun shot. I'm actually really excited to shoot these guys. I think they're going to be really, really fun. Well, okay then, here we are. I'm at my favorite spot, as I am often. I'm at People's Island in Cohoes, New York, and I'm about to take a picture, obviously. And I've got these two guys set up. They're looking kind of cool, not gonna lie. They're mid-battle, so he's like looking a little bit distraught because our boy over here is just rising up like a god, fearlessly. And there's gonna be dirt and debris flying up with confidence, and it's gonna just look awesome and epic. And we've got a beautiful background. I'm not shooting at the end of the day, so I don't have the magic hour lighting, unfortunately, but the lighting is still pretty good. And of course, if I use this, I can really get a hold of the lighting exactly how I want it. Light reflector is the way to go if you shoot outdoors. So really all I'm gonna do is hold the light reflector in one hand while also holding my remote at the same time, and then hold down the trigger while I'm throwing some dirt down. That's all I'm gonna do. And since my shutter speed on my camera is gonna be so fast, it's gonna capture all that debris to look so crispy. And the only reason I'm able to have such a fast shutter speed is because it's so bright out. You know, if you ever crank your shutter speed, it gets too dark, well, it's because you don't got enough light. If you want that action, you gotta get some more light to get that fast shutter speed. Anyway, let me show you my camera settings. So my shutter speed's at 4,000. Like I said, it's pretty fast, and my aperture's at 2.8. It's still pretty low because, you know, I like the blurry background. I just like how that looks. And it also helps me crank the shutter speed even more if I want to, because it helps with all the low light. And my ISO is at 400, so that fast shutter speed, it's all that's gonna do. That's all I need to get that crispy shot. And when I got nice, beautiful sunshine, it makes it real easy. Okay, well, I'm gonna go take the shot. I'm pretty excited about this one. There's nothing I love more than these types of photos. Just being outside, just knocking around some dirt in the elements. You know, I love photos that really just look like I'm outside playing with my toys. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. So let's go take the shot and let's go. Alrighty, let's do a post-photo breakdown. We got Hanuman versus Volley, and one of them's got the high ground, or the upper ground. I think it looks pretty good. I just keep thinking about, man, I wish I did this at the end of the day, you know, in that magic hour lighting. Towards the end of the day, too, it's supposed to be very clear sky, too, so the sky would have been very true and very blue. I mean, it looks very blue now, but it is a fake sky. It is, I did use the sky replacement tool in Photoshop. So this is the before and after. So I did a little bit of work. I definitely cropped it. You know, I wanted a little more sky than ground. There's a whole lot more ground going on. Yeah, obviously the sky is very different, and I got rid of the stand. Actually, the entire base of the stand is completely invisible, so I didn't have to remove that Indiana Jones Mezco stand because you couldn't see it, so that's great. So I used the generative fill to get rid of it. It was a little bit more of a pain in the butt to get rid of because the stand was like right by his feet, and that was my bad for placing it that way. Of course, I got rid of the stand on Volley also, and that's pretty much it. I just, you know, did the typical color adjustment here and there. I did get rid of some of the big debris here. There were just some that were too big, like this big stick here. Let me know what you think. Give me some critiques as always, and let's just run the end of the video. Man, I'm so glad to have these action figures on my radar now. They really are so fun to shoot. They look great, and I'm just excited for the next ones to come out. So make sure to head to the link I've got in the description for the Kickstarter. Definitely back this thing and help Wave 2 get to the goal it needs to be at. But if you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. This photo will, of course, be posted up onto Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff. And if you want to follow my work on any of those platforms, of course, it's all linked in the video description below at Sirdork. And thank you again for watching and getting this far into the video, and I'll see you in the next one.